all of my time on earth, this is the place that clearly demonstrates the kingdom of God in a way that I've never seen before. It is a place where everyone can come in just as they are and find that there is truly a place for them, that they can truly belong, and that they have something to bring to this community.
I feel there's no place better for myself than Broad Street Mission. It's like my home, away from home. And for me, it's helping me to grow within myself and see myself for who I am and what I have to offer to people. They got me to participate in the church program when they have a communion every Sunday. It helped me to reach out and touch people. In my whole life, I ain't never known no place like this. I love coming to Broad Street Mission. No matter who you are, you belong here. I belong here.
Our guests faced a lot of different situations, but one thing that ties between all of our guests is the fact that they face scarcity. And that scarcity, we know from our social science research, creates a sense of trauma. It creates a sense of urgency in everything they do so that they're focused on just day-to-day survival. So the trauma-informed model that we've tried to put in place is to help them get over that immediate sense of trauma and urgency to say, you're part of a community, or you belong here, we're going to meet your basic needs. And from that, once they have hope, once they have a sense of belonging, they're able to take the next steps towards stability.
Broad Street Ministry is really great at understanding some of the very basic needs that guests need in order to maintain where they are right now or rebuild wellness. Some of those services are a place to get your mail so that you can begin to receive resources such as medical assistance or food stamps. Another great resource that we have is our concierge team that can support you in accessing both resources in Broad Street Ministry as well as resources outside of Broad Street Ministry. We have a personal care program that allows for guests to get hygiene needs that they may not have access to outside of these doors. They have a chance to get into our clothing closet, pick out the clothes that make them feel good so that they can go back into the community and feel a little bit better about themselves. We provide a meal 7 days a week. Folks that come in get to sit at a table among their peers and have conversations like you and I would if we went to a restaurant. They get served with dignity by volunteers that have name tags so that they can feel a little bit more comfortable with who is providing them with this meal. And I think it's a really great starter for helping guests to develop that community that we believe is so important in developing wellness.
I came here one day. I would not say down on my luck, but things wasn't going too good for me. And I came in, I met these wonderful people here, and after that it was like a rocket. It just took off, and they just took care of me and did wonderful things for me, and they just recently found me a place.
Broad Street Ministries' position is these are honored guests, and we are part of what makes them honored because we serve them.
When you see the smile they give you and the open arms they put out for you, and you can't go wrong.
The volunteers come here, they hug me every time and come in and treat me for real, like a human being.
They just treat me so fabulous when I walk in here.
Broad Street is exceptional in terms of how they welcome people from a variety of faith backgrounds and people who don't come from a faith background. Radical hospitality isn't just something that goes on banners. It's the way that people interact with each other. It's something that volunteers bring. It's something that the staff brings. It's something that the guests bring in terms of making sure that this is a welcoming space for everyone. And the fact that I'm Jewish actually, I think, enhances the presence that I have here in a multi-faith sort of way, as opposed to making me feel like I'm out of sorts or I'm a puzzle piece that doesn't fit.
I look at faith as really underlying everything we do at Broad Street. It also happens to be that the principles that our faith drive us to also happen to be terrific social science and social policy. The idea of treating everyone with respect and of creating a community, of creating a sense of belonging. We come at that both from the faith side, but you also look at the evidence, and that's just a good way of moving people along the continuum towards stability. I think it's a wonderful situation where faith and social science both lead to the same destination.
I've been here for 2 years, and when I first started, It was very shocking. It was very new. I'd never served a population like this before, and I was still kind of feeling my way around the place. And one day, it was an incredibly hectic day, and a man had come up to me, and he said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. I just got out of prison. I don't have anything." We weren't offering personal care that day. I think the clothing closet was already done. And so I went up to Ed, and I said, "Ed, like, this guy just came up to me. He just got out of prison. I don't know what to do." He looked me right in the eyes and he said, "Go get everything we have, take it to him, and say to him, 'Welcome home.'" And so I did exactly as he told me. I went and I got all of the things from personal care, and I took them to this man, and I said to him, "Welcome home." And in that moment, I knew that this was the right place for me to be.
You can't go nowhere other place besides Broad Street Ministry and get this kind of help.
This is the place for me. And I come here because people love me here, and everybody needs love.
No matter who you are, you have something you can contribute at Broad Street. You might be able to volunteer and serve meals to our guests, or work in the clothing closet, or the mail table, or the personal care table. Or you might be able to give up your financial resources, because we rely 95% on private donations to keep the operations running. But whatever you bring, I'm going to promise you one thing. You are going to get so much more in return, in the joy and the satisfaction and the sense of commitment and purpose that you receive by knowing I'm helping an organization that's taking a really smart approach to helping to address the dangers and the insecurity caused by scarcity, and also helping people have that path to a better life.